There is a voice that permeates inside the minds of many a creative person, specifically within the Gacha community. That voice is me. The time approaches when my judgment shall be passed once more. Let us begin the countdown. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... So, a lot of you have been asking me, what is the Guardians? The thing that I keep bringing up every so often. You know, what does it consist of? Well, today is the day, and I actually forgot to specify, because, I mean, some people will still be confused by this. We are, in fact, in episode 14, but it's also season 2. If you're watching this live, I didn't specify it was the second season. I should have done that. I actually, I misread the title because I usually copy paste from the title itself into a generator, and I forgot that season 2 was at the end, which is the part that I didn't copy because it's normally the bit where everyone puts, you know, GLMM, GSMM, voice acted, etc., etc., etc. That's usually the part that I leave off. So yeah, I will put season 2 in once we finish the stream itself, because I don't believe I can edit that right now. Oh, hang on. Yes, I can. Let me do that. Guardians S2. At least on... Oh, wait, no. Oh, save changes. Okay. That will have worked on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch or Facebook Live, then I don't know. There is one person on Twitch currently. So to the one person who's watching this on Twitch at the moment, this is season 2. There we go. All right, then. It's season 10, actually. Oh, well. I saw it change live. I was there. We were there. Memento mori, una sanas. It's like the clock's changing. Ah, there we go. The clock tolls for all of us. Unis, honest, unis, honest. Oh my goodness, I really hope BB is lurking in the shadows right now. Not that we don't have mods here anyway, but I know that she sometimes does that, so either way. Let me just see. Prism wants to join. So let me just find. Oh wow, it has been a while since we've DM'd. There we go. Found you. Oh, it's been since Mutant God came out. Oh, how fitting. It's been since we drew into each other's shows. That's pretty standard for us. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. BBC watching the singing battle. How long is that? I saw that you posted that you wanted me to review it at some point, but like, how long is it? Because I mean, I thought that was from a while ago because she was commenting about it. I suppose a lot of people. Oh well. Not so many as but the guests for today, because I guess maybe they're watching that instead. Well, there we go. Well, we'll be here for now, because Prism is actually here to help with everyone's possible collective confusion.
Hello. Oh, wow. I forgot what I was gonna say. Whenever Ness got to me.
I hate when that happens. You know, there's people sort of think that I like prepare the intros that I do for that I do for Gacha review when I'm not just rereading the description. Yeah, no, it's normally like, okay, how can I open this up? And my like theatrical brain kicks in. But yeah, if I had that moment where I was like, yes, I've started the video now.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's the equivalent of like having that one nightmare where you're in a plane, you forget your lines.
Oh yeah, I think I know. Okay, it didn't help. I know it took like a 1-year break. What didn't help was the fact that I actually didn't like the script of this episode that much. So I was so bored out of my mind. But I think I fixed it with the editing.
Fair enough, because I do know that you have actually in the scripting process gotten up to season 3, right? You've been writing season 3. Yeah. So that's one thing that becomes difficult. This is actually the reason that I told Aiden that I wasn't going to write any more Mutant Girl for the foreseeable future, because we've written all of season 3 and some of season 4. And it just got to the stage where, like, if we wanted to go back and make changes, which occasionally Aiden particularly wants to do, even though he was on pushing for the, it means that there's like a whole domino effect that has to kick in. It's not impossible, and it does happen, obviously, but, it's one of those things that for internet shows, particularly, you have that freedom. Yeah, it makes sense to take things a bit more casually, if you could pull that off. Not everyone has the Toriyama inclination, let's say.
Yeah. Also, Bon, 1-year break. I forgot what I was gonna say again.
I think that was more 1-year break for in terms of uploads, because the last upload was 11 months ago. In fact, we actually read it for your birthday, which is coming up, obviously.
Yeah, I feel so guilty about not posting on my things.
You really are getting that Mutant Girl experience. Like, the longer the gaps get, like, the more it eats me up inside. Like, yeah. Completely relate. But yeah, so because in terms of writing, who knows? One way or the other.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out season 3. To be honest, I need to change so many things.
But yeah, especially now, if you've changed stuff in this script, and it's now going to domino effect into the next one. Potentially, we'll see. We'll see right now. In fact, there you go. All right, this is this. Oh, I forgot, this episode is also titled "Wind, Energy, Light, and Fire." No water, I guess, but
no water.
Yeah, fair enough. They're the nation that attacked this time.
Oh, Bon, I feel that so deeply.
Because the months stack up my anxiety and will to lock
I
in.
only continue to edit because I feel guilty about not posting any more episodes.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, for me, it is more guilt than anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much figured out by this point, like, what I, and by extension, the audience enjoy, but I feel guilty about not providing them with said joy.
Yes.
Or potentially, or depending if my sadism kicks in, and I want them to, like, that experience a bit more of a negative emotion, I feel guilty for not being able to give myself that satisfaction.
Oh man. Oh, I think I remember.
What a terrible way of phrasing that.
Yes, I remember.
Basically, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say, yeah, I took a 1 year break because I burnt myself out so bad. So now I'm taking it more easy. I don't think it's gonna be weekly uploads.
It's if you miss the streams every day. Yeah, that's been a double-edged sword for me because it means that a lot of my my energy for content creation is filtered into these videos, into these streams instead. But it also means that I keep my channel, active and relevant. Like I said, a lot of people, but most people who watch my channel these days, this joined sometime like I think after season 3 started of Mutant Girl, but like not when it was, but during the first hiatus, like that's when Gacha Review went live, and that was, a huge boost of active people. So yeah, I get that. Like I say this, like my favorite part of content creation in general is seeing people's responses to it.
Yeah,
for better or worse.
I feel like I improved so much, and part of it is because of you. So really, thank you.
Oh well, thank you for saying that. That's not where I was going with that, but it's nice to hear.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I was going with the sense of like going back to like the whole guilt about not posting. That's where it mostly comes from, because I like to share stories.
I made it positive. Okay, Jacob.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough then. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Well, actually, you know what? I'll return that, because I mentioned this in the breakdown of the latest Mutant Girl episode, that I actually took some visual cues from you.
Yes.
So it's been flipped as well. And I would have gone further with that if I had more time allotted to myself, I suppose.
It's okay. I really liked. When I first saw the scene, I was like, "Is this my editing?" And then yeah, you confirmed it, and I felt so.
You're the only person that I've seen who's really like gone in that direction. So that very much like is uniquely you.
Aww.
That was not from me. So yeah, that's why I was like, oh yeah, well, there you go, inspiration in return.
It's because I have the attention span of a peanut, so I need to keep myself entertained, and by keeping my.
That's one way of looking at it. I never thought it would come from that place, but there you go.
Please. Oh, I liked it, sorry. But to keep myself entertained, I do these little things.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. And I mean, and also, you do keep it to the essential scenes. It's not like it's never distract. Actually, wait, no, I'll just say never distracting. I probably have said it was distracting at least once in the past, but it's usually not distracting. There you go. But yes, you wanted Jacob for this.
Stop, I'm gonna cry.
All right. Yeah. But that was then. We're focusing on now. We say you've improved.
Yeah, now we suck.
Without further ado, on with the review.
What's wrong?
Oh, wow, this sucks. I'm kidding.
Wow, I'm leaving this stream. Guys, unsubscribe to Jacob. He is so mean.
Yeah. Speaking of subscribers, apparently Roxanne the Rabbit is now at 21 subscribers, so I guess people are still going with that. Or maybe not. Maybe it is just the algorithm kicking in on their end. That's also possible. Yeah.
How much longer is this gonna take? We've been doing...
Said every Guardians fan. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm in the zone now. I need to get out of that headspace.
Wow.
Nothing.
I think we did do significant things.
Such as?
Anyway, I guess we're just waiting for the...
Well, normally I say let the moment breathe, but that was perfectly timed.
Thank you.
I'm wondering about. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was that like a shadow from somebody? But no, it's different people, but they're slightly faded.
No, only she is faded, and that's for a reason.
Yeah.
Or for Yami to be back.
Or for Yami to be the threat.
Yeah.
I miss my parents.
Are we allowed to go through the portal and visit?
I don't want to do that, though.
According to the previous seasons, no, you're not, because I'm pretty sure Miyuki and Mizuki had to say goodbye to like one of their friends. That was one of the side stories, and they never saw them again. So that may have been one of Yuki's rules, rather than like because I guess who else was making them? The Queen wasn't revealed at that point.
Well, no,
Okay.
they didn't really say goodbye because Mizuki was kidnapped, and then Miyuki on an impulse was like, "Bring me to my sister." So yeah.
Well, yes, no, I remember that part, but
Okay.
that part. But also, like in the side stories, like they never go back and visit. Like it's just a case of like, okay, well, I guess now the status quo is accepted that we just all live together and we never use the thing that will take us, back to go back and forth. I don't know, but maybe that was just the.
But I'm
assumption
sorry,
on my scheme.
I can't add noses now. It's too late. So you just have to
Yeah.
do it.
It's exactly the same thing that I told him. It's like every new Gacha series that I start, I always make sure to add noses.
Yeah, but this is old, so I can't change anything.
Yeah, this started the same year as Mutant Girl did.
Woo! No,
so it is worth saying it is worth saying that the series was not inspired into existence from the Mutant Girl. I don't think, because I think you found Mutant Girl during season 2, if I remember correctly.
Yes. I think at the end of season 2. No, but that is wild because I had you on my watch list back when season 1 was happening.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I sent you a screenshot once. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I have to scroll back and look at that again.
I'll find it.
Fair enough. I'm sure it's in our DMs somewhere. We don't DM each other very often, so I'm sure it's very quick to find.
Yeah.
I want to finish saving this timeline first. Seeing those who I care about would only make me feel more nostalgic.
I understand.
I guess that is another way of explaining why no one ever goes back. Yeah.
I feel like I just broke up with Bon.
I won't forget. There is no way we'll be forgetting this.
Bon, what about our collab? What about our child?
Exactly.
The collab that we didn't start yet.
And doesn't have a focus as of right now.
Yep.
Feel a bit useless. I haven't helped Yuki or used my power.
I haven't either.
But you.
Yeah. So this is part of the stuff that I haven't incorporated into my own editing, because I mean essentially you are still talking about the exact same people, so it's like, okay, I mean, but so, it can enhance it for some people. I guess if they have shorter attention spans than your own, then yeah.
Woo, yeah. Bon, it will be all about noses.
Okay. What's the story gonna be?
This is the side plot. The main story is for the review. The main story is the review. The side plot is my breakup with Bon. Don't worry about it.
But by the way, this is gonna be interesting point. You know how in British English, hooter means nose. I'm now picturing a series set in the UK that has a location called Hooters, but then people think it's the one from the US, but it's not. It's all about noses.
That's beautiful. but maybe that idea can be yours. I don't think I was
I was thinking that was just more like a visual gag at some point. It's like part of it if it's nose themed, but
yeah.
I don't use it because you hate it. I don't use it because there's never a right moment.
Hey, what's up?
It can feel like that sometimes. Never a right moment to visit people. The longer you leave it, the more awkward it becomes. The more unnatural it feels. Like that is a very real thing actually.
You're acting strange.
Me? No, never. No. Yeah, no, never. You might want to see.
I'm just remembering there's a Ryan George sketch that's a perfectly valid Canadian conversation or something, and it's just two Ryans just constantly going to each other yeah, no, oh for sure, yeah, no, yeah, for sure, oh for sure, yeah. Like that was basically it.
Oh my god, speaking of heterochromia, sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Speaking of heterochromia, I always add like stereotypical characters with heterochromia, and I found out recently that I myself have heterochromia. Okay, it's a different type.
Is it just like a very subtle difference?
Yeah, it's internal, so I didn't know for ages, but yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was gonna say, like, it could have been like a very subtle color difference. You were just like staring at the mirror one day, just like this. Like...
No, I saw a video and I was like, wait, do I have that? Because as a child, ever since I was a child, I could never tell what my eye color was, and now I know why. Because I have two colors inside my eye.
I only focused on one eye individually. I never thought to look at the pair. Oh my goodness. Screenshot it. Look, my eyes being a dark void is an open secret. That's actually the reason that I used to stare like that closely at the mirror as a child. I used to like do that sometimes.
Yeah, but
just to amuse myself, just like staring like that.
Please send that
see if I actually can find my pupils.
That's gonna be used as blackmail. It's public, I don't know why it would be, but you know.
Gotta love multiple layered footsteps.
It's not only the wind. The energy seems to be stronger as well.
What does this mean?
What?
The wind.
Ah, well, there you go. You know what? This is the first example that I've seen of someone using like the hair movement for narrative purposes, and not, unfortunately indoors like a lot of fallen angels.
Fun fact: it stopped working in the middle of the episode for me, so I use it for this scene, and then for another scene I had to do it manually. So yeah.
Wait, what do you mean it stopped? Oh, is this part of because I've heard that on some versions of Gacha Club they've been making updates that makes the game not functional.
Well, I think it's just the thing I use to run Gacha Club that makes it not functional.
The thing you use to run Gacha Club?
Oh, BlueStacks. Yeah, but it's really old BlueStacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that from like the sense of trying to of getting like all the features, but I mean, are a lot of the features that you use for this series mobile exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because otherwise you could just use the regular, the PC version might work better for you. But yeah, okay. If it's the mobile version, I think that is the mobile one that they keep updating to make it non-functional.
Oh, great! Thanks. Yeah, but I'm not quitting on this now. I'm too attached. And last time I lost Time Master, I just had a mental breakdown. So
yeah, coming soon, season 3 in Gacha Life 2.
No, don't say that. I hate Gacha Life 2.
What's with the shitting on this character side? Oh, okay. Well, I think it's because like also bear in mind like the after the events of season 1, the environment that they find themselves in is like shrouded in darkness to some degree anyway. So in the outside,
look at my number one fan.
Like, I don't remember a lot of the finer details because it has been a while since I've watched like the full series. But a lot of it is like really, a lot of it's like is like stuck in my mind.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm the creator and I don't know half of the things I'm doing.
Also a very common occurrence, yeah.
No, it's so complicated, bro. Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah, you were. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was more Fallen Angels inspired than Mutant Girl.
Oh, because of a WikiHow article.
A wiki? Oh, okay.
It's inspired by a WikiHow article. Yeah.
Was the WikiHow how to become a guardian, or was it
yes!
how to make your own? Oh, there you go.
I'll send it to you later.
Okay, all right then. Guys, I might be asking a lot of questions. Yeah, fair enough. The shading is natural. The outlines you get from some of the chroma key, it's the chroma key. That one, that isn't. But yeah, again,
my bad.
Another. I think because sometimes with chroma key it does not work so well in certain editing softwares, but we've definitely covered that. Again, the musical experience.
Oh,
it is strong.
What?
The wind.
What does this mean?
What?
I don't understand.
What?
Let's go inside.
I know that's a cliche, but it's one of my favorite cliches.
We'll just go stay inside.
Oh, that they heard.
So far, Jacob Butter approves.
Yeah. One thing I'd say for this, as I probably wouldn't have had them like disappear in this room. I just had them walk off of the frame rather than like blip out of existence to distinguish they're going inside. What if
Okay,
Jacob and Bond were in the
hater.
God? Oh, God. Wow, I love how when I accidentally just like, oh no, what is he gonna say about this? I'm so anxious, and then I give like feedback, and Chris is like, okay, hater, whatever.
It's to make me feel better.
Man, this is really this is really feeling like
Guys,
the first
block
proper
him.
Sisters
Block
experience.
him and
That's the
report
second.
him.
Yeah, I feel like I'm reviewing Straight Orphanage again. All of the hate that got immediately.
What were you saying?
What were you doing?
Yumeka, do you feel the energy?
The energy of the wind.
No, the wind and the energy.
What energy?
The wind and the energy and the light and the fire. Title drop.
You didn't
Uh,
I shut up.
Good.
do you know if the cure works yet?
It doesn't. We can't figure out a way to make it activate.
Have you tested it properly?
You were there when we tested it.
Oh yeah. But aside
Okay, for some reason, like I know that because like Yumeka's mouth is covered. For some reason, I thought like her sleeve was just her mouth like falling down a lot. It's like
Yeah.
that's the first thing I thought. I thought my microphone's in the way.
Mouth reveal.
Mm-hmm.
so
Well, I think we have seen her mouth before within the flashback.
Yeah, but it changed. It's been a year.
It's that's the reason she keeps it on. She's just embarrassed of her new mouth.
tried it? Have you tested any other out?
I don't want that thing anywhere near me. It can't be trusted.
You don't trust us?
No.
Why do you
It said it can't be trusted, not that you can't be trusted.
need to know if the cure
Yeah,
works?
but Mizuki can't be trusted either.
What? Okay.
She literally walked out. She got kidnapped and she walked out. She cannot be trusted.
They almost made her queen, so they almost had to trust her.
I don't know what I'm
Oh.
supposed to do now. So I thought it could be useful and use the cure. But
Although then again, speaking of untrustworthy queens, I mean, for
Whoa! Don't diss the goat.
Buzzer noise. It's a no-go.
Did you just say buzzer noise?
yeah, and also, what was with like as if you shouted that? That line was definitely not shouted.
Can't make it. Hey, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm getting distracted.
Okay, I have a fun fact. So the voice actor was supposed to make a buzzer noise, and I kept asking her to do it, but she never sent me a line. And then she was like, "Oh, I can't make it." So I was like, "Okay, I'll record it." But then I was editing this at like 3 a.m. and I had no line, and there were like no one ever made a buzzer noise sound. At least I couldn't find a good one. So I was like, all right, I have to improvise. So I put that sound as a placeholder, and it was so good. It always made me laugh. So I just kept it.
that sounds like one topic at a time. Whenever he does like like insert thing of hear noises, you just like see like his red feels like buzzer noises, buzzer noises, buzzer noises. We're making buzzer noises like that. Just all laid on each other.
Yeah, there's not much to do, is there?
Could you prefer?
I could have made one for you. Yeah.
Aiden, stop
Aiden and
trying
I are
to
still
make
trying
it
to
serious.
weasel our way into the
No.
Guardians.
Aiden, wait for season 3. I'm gonna need people in season 3.
I was gonna say the second the auditions open up for this series, we're definitely like straight
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. Otherwise, wouldn't have been as funny. Well, I mean,
No, I
yeah, it would have
agree.
been funny at first. Then Ayaka doing it properly, that was that like just added to it.
No, that was so good. It always made me laugh. So I'm
No,
very
you
happy.
you know what? It's like the joke that they made in The Amazing World of Gumball one time, where they were trying to prove that Anai's new friend was a bad person. So they just left the wallet on the ground, but he wanted to make sure that he saw it. Yeah, so just Gumball just goes wallet. What was that? And then
Yeah.
Darwin does a perfect imitation of what a wallet would sound like. Basically, it was like, yeah, there you go. So you do the incorrect one first, and then you do the correct one, and they both are funny in different ways. They complement each other.
I
There you
love
go.
it.
Any of your queen duties?
Me?
Yeah, you're the queen.
I'll start soon.
Hmm?
I need some time.
I mean, that's fair. Not like you have a coronation coming up. Oh wait, did the coronation finish? I'm trying to remember what happened in episode 12.
Well, there was a. Oh yeah. Well, Musk interrupted it, and then it just ended. But to be honest, pretty much, it was far into the speech, so I'm sure it was fine.
Okay. I'm sure it was fine. The thing that like the entire even numbered season 2 was building up to, aside from like from the flashback, it's like sure it was fine.
Nobody didn't mean to phrase it like that. You put me in the
season 2 has 16 episodes. We have one more episode in the present timeline if next one's a flashback.
Well, it's more about the threat than like the coronation. Who even cares,
Yeah, who even cares about the thing that they were like actively making preparations for?
Yeah,
sure.
right.
All right.
Well, it happened, so that's fine.
Thank you for the donation, Ghosty. Party with the Guardian Girls. Yeah, the Guardians. Honestly, that would be a good filler episode. The Guardians just throwing a party.
They did, and it failed, Jacob. It was.
Well, okay. I don't mean like an official party.
Okay. Well, I don't think they can now. But
Well, no, not at the moment. Not with the wall in danger. They've got guarding to do. So yeah, makes sense.
Yep, guarding. It's guarding time.
Now I'm just imagining like a Power Ranger transformation sequence for all the Guardians.
No, that's amazing.
And Ayaka just makes a buzzer sound again.
Yes.
Yuki claims he knows the recipe for the
Turning the volume up.
cure, and yet it doesn't work.
Every time I see an emerald color potion, I get flashbacks.
Why?
Maybe Yuki doesn't know everything. Just saying.
Does anyone know?
Yeah, bear in mind, last episode, we found out about the flashback of when Yumeka damaged the portal gem, and Yuki essentially said, don't come back unless you've unless you have find the new Guardians, or ones who weren't new at the time. So yeah, like Yumeka definitely holds Yuki in high regard, despite being the queen herself. Yuki was the de facto leader for so long. Again, makes sense.
Hi, KW.
There you go. Let's see if we can summon her in. I'm kidding.
Yeah, finally, I'm not being a freak on stream. Usually, I'm only here for my beautiful husbands, but now I'm here because it's my series.
Oh yeah, that's the good one. We've been talking about Mutant Girl for so long. We haven't mentioned Felix even once.
Oh my god, Felix. I can't scream because I have people over. That's why I'm locked in the kitchen.
Okay.
Miyuki? She's with Kaito. Why?
I have an idea.
Oh yeah, speaking of Kaito, that's when Yumeka would redeem herself in Yuki's eyes, potentially, because she was the one who managed to recruit them.
Do you think you can tame the energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, never forget. That's why Yumeka as a queen is terrifying. You disobey her, you're getting tormented inside your own mind. It's like Morning Frost essentially, but just with yeah.
Guys, don't mention Felix. I'm gonna go wild.
Mm-hmm. Did someone say Felix? There are 2 open slots on the guest roster.
Oh my god! Please don't do it live. I'm gonna cry.
To get me in, I dare you, triple dog dare you.
Aiden, for my birthday, you better send me an ASMR of Felix.
just open up a cameo.com. just Felix. That'd be amazing. I want it. Okay, so Ghosty wants in. So fine. We have
I'm scared.
We have 1 slot left. Yeah.
Oh,
I think I know what's going to happen.
I think it's Aiden, KW, and Ghosty.
Aiden, hold on. She says me and Aiden.
Yeah.
I have the 2-person rule. I think Caleb, we have to leave your summoning to the stream for another day. What a shame. I was always looking forward to your pleasant company. There you go. Another day.
It is quite strong.
Yeah, can you tame the energy?
I thought everyone else outside was like, being like in a storm, and Miyuki's just like, yes, it's quite strong, yes.
Control it.
What? Control it? No, I'm struggling.
What do we do then?
Mizuki, do you have any plans?
Plans?
Haito, I think you should contact Yuki.
Oh, okay, I guess they're fighting in the middle of the storm.
They always
right?
do that. It's normal for them.
That was close. I was about to scream.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Give a scream
Just
that
see
I
if
can
you can
do.
try and find me. I forgot what the SBO lines were. I don't know. I tried. all I ever remember was Charmy Focus, like whatever was said on the server. Speaking of which, I think I'm the only person who auditioned for SBO as of right now. So, unless you open those up, KW again, good luck. Anyways, they're both the guests are here.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot to audition for the Chaotix. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, you were gonna audition for Charmy. That was gonna be like one of the.
Yeah. Oh well.
Wow.
That would have been great because, I also auditioned for Vector. That would be like a lot of chances for us to be Team Chaotic together. Oh man.
Anyways. Hey Prism.
What?
I'm so glad to see
wow.
you again. You
Felix,
know, prison's been pretty sad, but
I'm
every time I
breaking
see
you.
you, my heart just flutters. You gotta hurry up and break me out. You know, the wedding must happen.
I will break you out. Next Mutant Girl episode, you're gonna be out of jail.
All right, yeah, good.
It's been terrible here in prison without my prism.
Whoa. Well, guys, don't make me blush.
You see, it's about the lines you say as much as the voice you make.
It is.
They'll reopen again. I just want the girls to have a chance. Yeah, that's fair. Girl Espio needs more attention.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding. I know what you meant.
Let Yuki stay in
Wait,
the
why
past.
is she a ghost? Why is she a ghost?
It's just.
I-
Oh, you want to answer?
Why?
Well, I was gonna say a theory of it. She exerting her powers so much to try and control the storm.
Oh no,
that
it's
she can
just.
actually-
It's just because Miyuki is in the way of literally every single character, so I made her opacity.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's set up. It's like we're seeing right through her, you know.
You know,
Okay,
you could have just
so-
scooted her over just a little bit, like just scooch.
Wow.
Okay,
you guys
okay.
didn't like the
So,
rules? Okay, then we'll stick to Jacob's lie.
okay, here we go. Here's a little bit of another Mutant Girl / Alpha Watch Academy editing technique. Because I take it in Alpha Watch Academy first, but then made it Mutant Girl afterwards. Whenever I have characters that are in the way of each other, what I'll do is if I want to do a close up of one of the characters, I will remove the one that is in the front so I can close up on the back and just pretend that.
Oh,
the
but I
character-
did later.
Well,
But
fine,
I do
you
in
did-
like.
you did that later, but
Oh,
here.
I like this effect. Yeah, but I like this effect. You guys are just haters. All you do is hate.
Prism, did you learn how to make people transparent? That's really awesome. I mean, I know how to give people like
Yes.
animal ears, but I didn't know how to make people
Yes,
transparent.
You are
Yes,
my
you did.
inspiration.
I don't know how to make them
You are my-
transparent. Hey,
You-
and also, I don't know who you are, Jacob Butter. Okay, what is?
Oh
a
wow!
Jacob
I guess
Butter?
I
You
guess
gotta
I guess
sound like
this is,
Marwick
this is,
actually when he was in my basement. Why you sound like Marwick when you were in my basement?
a lot of people ask that question.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Don't make me get out the trank gun again. I will get the trank
Bun,
gun.
Bun, don't be a hater. We broke up.
I mean, yeah. Like, assuming
I just-
that
I liked
Miyuki's
it.
on like a single layer, yeah, that is a very easy effect to do.
If I moved Miyuki, you guys would have been like, "What Miyuki?" So what? I'm keeping her there. Okay.
I would have scooted her over just a little bit.
Well,
you
I
know.
would have definitely questioned where Miyuki went if you had removed her entirely. But
Exactly.
if you had just kept her as fully opaque, in this particular angle, I would have questioned
I don't
less
care.
than I would here.
I like the effect. What matters most is that I'm satisfied. You guys are haters. You just my reason.
Oh, okay.
If it is going to give you a mutant appendage, what would it be? That is a good question, and one that I'm probably going to have to. I'm going to take a bit of a while to respond because I don't really know.
His heart.
Wait, what kind of heart? Like,
No,
like,
I feel like
his
I feel like it was more of a case of like what mutation would I receive
Yep, I
rather
don't
than like
care.
what like
I was
what,
about to be-
what
I was
was
about to be like,
his
what, you want
internal
Felix to
organs
be-
would I siphon from him?
Prism, you want me to mutate your heart into a cow heart? I think that would kill you. And I'd feel really bad if you died because I mutated your heart into a cow heart.
It's okay. You can do anything to me.
You would accept a cow heart?
Yeah,
Why?
you. I don't know.
That may kill you, I think. Actually, that would be a good experiment.
That would be a good experiment. I'm up for it. Let's go.
I would accept a cow's stomach, break down more nutrients.
Okay, Jacob. Who's the actual here? The actual scientist or you?
Well, yeah, the actual scientist is the guy who wrote the scientist.
I mean, well, I mean, I could always mutate Ghosty into a cow, so she's more like her persona.
Which we did see on a stream one time, but I forget which one.
I give her like cow ears, maybe. I think she would like those. Would you like cow ears? I think that's a yes.
Yeah, but by the way, Ghosty has been unmuted this whole time, but hasn't said a word yet. I'm not sure if she realized that we can't hear. Oh,
no,
there we go.
it's not the fact I haven't said a word. It's that I am typing something for Aiden to say in Felix's voice.
Oh, okay. All
Why
right.
would
then.
you do this to me?
Chat, if you have any suggestions, also be sure to.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Anyway,
Collab over with Bon. My new collab partner is Ghosty.
Gremlins are- yeah. Like I kind of thought that Ghosty was gonna come in to either fluster KW or to see if it'll work on Prism.
Yeah, it's gonna work on me.
do you want me to see if it works on Prism?
No, please.
I'm morbidly curious for sure.
Oh, Prism!
No.
Yes, yes. Let the chaos begin. Oh, continue. It's begun already.
She can return whenever she wants to. I can handle it. Me and Mitsuki have an excellent plan.
Do we?
Yeah.
That's smart. Though Kaito can travel between timelines. We wouldn't even have to go near the portal.
How is Yuki the only one going through it?
She calculates when it's safe to go.
That's when I did it.
Kaito,
That's when I did it, you haters.
can you travel between them?
That's when I removed the characters in front of me, you. Huh.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
I can do it. Also, Bon. one day,
Listen, I'm waiting on the Bon and Prism collab. One day I'll be excited.
yeah,
when that
Bon.
happens.
If you send me flowers, maybe we'll collab again. Even though we never did a collab in the first one.
We'll collab again, even though we haven't collabed, but we will collab again.
All right, there you go. I gave I gave you a Phoenix line.
Hey girl, is your name Yumeka? Of course, Yumeka, my heart beat. Oh, listen.
The curse is my plans foiled by Aiden's reading comprehension.
Oh, listen, I'm a scientist, Jacob. I'm not an English teacher. Okay, I'm a scientist.
Did Prism? Did I?
But I
mention to
am
you
very
that,
good at experimentation. If anyone
Whoa.
needs anything.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Prism, did I tell you how Aiden's line submissions for episode 12, season 2
Oh yeah, they're
were
brilliant.
45 minutes long?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. And a
Listen,
lot of
Felix
that was
is
the
very
speech.
awkward at speaking.
Also, Aiden, I just airdropped you some material.
Whoa, Ghosty.
Okay, where did you
Okay.
drop? Oh, we dropped them
In the private chats.
Like
There.
that's because Ghosty, unlike Aiden, has some very notable riz.
Yeah, I
know.
can see that.
I know.
We
a good
all
exper-
remember what Doc was like.
Okay,
We-
listen, Doc happened. Anyways, I know a good experiment. It involves you, me, and your heart.
Whoa. Felix. Do you wanna be my collab partner instead?
Of course.
Thank you.
We gotta collab on a science experiment. I know a perfect one.
Whoa. Jacob, endless stream.
Why can I picture Prism doing a Taylor Swift style song called Lab Partner now?
Oh my god. I mean, I'll help you sing a song. Prism, that's Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Felix sings a song.
Which translation means that I will be producing it.
Translation. Jacob has to do work.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, that.
Can't you do it?
I can.
Do it!
1 minute.
Okay, one thing I'll say about their hair is because of the nature of Gacha itself. It worked before because they were all facing away from each other, but because they're now turned, their hair's blowing in different directions.
Oh my god, guys, I forgive Bon. They just sent me flowers. Oh wow.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought they were saying a different line.
We have a plan!
What's the plan then?
Perhaps.
Star Butterfly, tell me you have plan. I have plan. You have plan? I have plan.
Perhaps Mizuki should tell us.
What? Damn.
My plan is to knock you out and run away.
My
We
plan.
have no plan.
Is to throw you to the wolves and hope you come up with a plan.
My queen, I come to you in times of need for your wise counsel. Okay. Nothing personal, kid.
That's literally Yumika.
God.
Hey. Kaito, go get Yuki.
Or Yumeka can get Yuki. That works
No,
too.
she was upset, even though she asked Mizuki to have a plan and Mizuki had no plan. But yeah, she was upset, so she just ran off.
Yeah, like she just kind of put Mizuki on the spot. Basically, it's like, oh yeah, we have a plan. What's the plan? I'm open to suggestions. Like, what the heck?
Well, you see, my plan is for her to come up with a plan. That's my plan. That's the plan, guys. The plan is that someone else comes with the plan, not me. Someone else. That's our plan. That good plan. I think I like that plan. What do you guys think? 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah, no, the real reason everyone hated Reina in season 2 was because it was all her idea. Felix just took the credits.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, Reina hit me up.
Oh yeah, I love it was like, oh yeah, now everyone says they like Reina. Well,
No, I liked her from the start. Shut up, you guys are haters. Not as much as Felix, obviously.
Listen, okay. If I knew you existed before I found Reina Prism, I would have experimented on you instead.
Thank you.
I would have no advantage in the actual lore. But okay.
I mean, yeah, but shush.
Like, there's a very specific reason.
What's wrong, Bon? Are you scared a little of me? I am in prison right now. I can't hurt you. Now can I? Unless I can.
I'm arrested. Scared of little old me? Said Gideon from Gravity Falls. Is Kaito okay? How their eye?
It's okay. It was just for the bit, so Kaito is fine. Their eye is literally fixed next scene.
Yeah. Now that is definitely not what happens in the mutant.
Bon.
When someone got a black eye in the mutant girl, they had it next episode. Still healing.
Yeah, for me.
Bon, Bon, you know, I heard you're called Bon the Bunny. I can make that more true if you need.
Whoa.
By force.
Felix, I'm talking about my series though.
I'm sorry. I'm just talking to a little rabbit I need to see in the chat.
Leave my collab partner alone. I know you're my husband, but Bon is my collab partner. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah. When they do get hurt, I keep the scars and stuff usually. But you know, I kind of forgot. So
all right.
Mood.
I would have thought if you did this if you did this in like production order, then yeah, it would have taken like effort to remove that rather than to keep it on. But you know, it depends. Like, do you edit the scenes like in order or
No, that's why.
Okay.
That's why when I was editing that scene with the black eye, I was like, oh well, I guess it just disappears to the next scene.
Yeah, fair.
Oh wait, Bond just raised an interesting question in my mind. What's a
Okay,
dino mutant?
listen. If you're gonna give me anything, give retractable spines like a dino, okay?
But like, what would be a dino mutant? I know Morwenna's technically has like a dragon tail, which is, you know, but like, what would be a dino mutant?
Well, I don't know about retractable spine spikes, but actual spine spikes would be an example of that if Gacha permitted, which it doesn't.
If we ever have a chance to give spine spikes, that would be awesome.
There are also pterodactyl wings. That counts technically. They're not attached to their arms like they were with actual pterodactyls, but you know, was something.
Well, if we pose the character correctly, they could always be attached to their arms.
Is that a purple chroma key? See, it is a thing. The fact that you did see it, you know, kind of it makes it.
You saw it. That's kind of the problem. You're not supposed to notice the chroma key.
I do use purple sometimes, but that's pink.
Okay, yeah, no.
Magenta.
Whoa.
Well, you see,
Ghosty here. I'm like, oh, that would be perfect.
I use literally every single color for like chroma keys.
yeah, that again, that's what I used to do before I realized that with my editing software, most of them didn't work.
Well,
And then I discovered masking. It was like, well, I don't need to anymore. I started to use magenta and turquoise. Well, I used magenta as well back in season 1, and boy, did people see that I used magenta back in season 1.
Let's go rewatch. See, that's purple.
I got a painting filter that went out of focus and then went into like the normal. Okay.
Why did you just use like blue screen? Blue screen works pretty good.
Also, this scene was the first one that was edited, so it's the worst one because I was still figuring it out.
Okay,
I can see the outline particularly on here.
Also, Prism, why is that girl's dress like the one with the green bottom and the brown top? Like, why is there a brown top and a green bottom?
I found it on
sleeves?
Google, and I just copied it.
It looks really bad. Like that.
I have recently seen advice from Gacha tutorials to find like outfit ideas on Pinterest of all places.
Exactly. I found it on Google. You can argue with Google.
Yeah, similar idea. Speaking of similar ideas, the designs for all of their different, all of the tops of that they have right now are the same. The give or take the colors from them.
Well, there's not many options.
Oh my god! Did the girl steal the girl's outfit? Look,
yeah, go watch more Witch Academy. It's got to be good for something.
Oh god, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Is that a huge stitch on her neck? I think it's the collar.
It's the design. So, you know, on Gacha
Did she get decapitated and then got her head stitched back on?
No, she's turned up the collar to hide the massive hickey that she got.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yuki!
We don't know what she does in her private time.
Oh, Yuki!
She does Yuki apparently.
She's Yuki.
She has herself. She gave herself a hickey. How does that work? Just stretch her neck, just turn her head round.
No, you get no. There's time travel involved. So a future version of yourself goes to the past to go to see the past version of yourself to give yourself.
It just reminded me of that one Rick and Morty episode with Beth and Space Beth.
Yeah, what do you mean? That was a totally normal episode. Hashtag totally normal. Hashtag incest is wincest.
Guys, no, she's not into that.
And it wasn't cheating because it was the same person.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. It's okay. Kill me.
All right.
Morning.
Yuki? I was talking to Diana last night, and...
Yes?
Oh, we've gone back and forth between it. Oh, I guess because like No, we haven't gone back and forth because there's definite like filter over this part versus where we saw them in a different shot.
This is a romantic confession. Ooh.
What? Just this freeze frame. This is how the shipping happened in Fallen Angels.
This is how the shipping happens.
And everyone went wild.
Well, these two actually, yes, I agree. There's one particular ship in Fallen Angels that are me screaming and crying. Anyway.
Which one was that?
I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway.
Don't tell it was Trevor and Luna.
No. Anyway.
Alana and Helen.
Shut up, you guys. I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway, these two are actually dating. So.
Oh, so yeah, romance. I have a good eye for romance. Okay, Jacob.
Yeah, I want to see Aiden's take on every single Guardian strip now.
Oh my. You say that now. You say that now.
I'm scared.
You can move through different timelines. Wouldn't it be possible for us to live in the present?
Something I.
Oh, you're actually trying to read it.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Like. Oh wait, no, Diane. It's off the screen. You can't see all of it. Diane cannot. Something too dark.
Wait, I'm trying to read it as well. I forgot what I wrote.
I'm trying to read it, but because of all of the colors, I'm having a hard time deciphering.
Yeah, well, I did it on purpose so you guys couldn't read it.
Well, what's the purpose?
That explains why it's cropped out.
Exactly. No, because I knew you guys would try to investigate it.
This is like the direct opposite to what Bond did. Like, I remember he was so excited when I actually noticed there was hidden text in Secrets of Plex episode season 1.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
Yeah.
Listen, you bag on the Scott Cawthon of. You have a FNAF series. You bag on the Scott Cawthon effect. Because FNAF fans are known for being rampant over little details.
I think I actually made that into a bit during one of the Secrets of Plex reviews, where I was like, "Well, is this what you want from me?" And I just like made up a bunch of random nonsense. Oh wait, no, it was a trailer. I think it was it wasn't. It was Clomai. It was the Clomai trailer, and I did a whole Matt Pat style breakdown of like every detail of the trailer that I possibly could think of. That was the idea. Yeah.
Just those are Diana and Esther. They're Yuki's friends from the past.
I mean, I like how you said you forgot about them, but you remembered what episode they were in.
Yeah, is that right episode? No,
We stand the lesbians.
Yes.
We stand the lesbians.
Yes.
Only the Guardians can see the portal, but I'll let you know if I can figure something out.
I think it's episode 9.
This is a good question. If only the Guardians can see the portal, does that mean that someone could accidentally walk into it?
It only activates for the Guardians.
Season 3, out of time, just a random person meandering through a new timeline.
I think you're gonna be so happy with season 3.
Oh,
okay. Right.
What is season 3 gonna be like a plot twist where all the Guardians get scattered across time and they don't know where the portal is, so the whole season is all about them reuniting and getting home? Because that's a pretty cool premise for a season. I'm gonna be honest, I would do that in the Butterverse if time travel was permitted. I'm gonna be honest, like Fallen Angels, that could be a fun arc for a season, or like a 5-episode story arc or something in a season. Like that could be pretty fun with characters scattered across time.
You could do it with memories, maybe. They're scattering each other's memories. They don't actually affect what went on, but they get a look into each other's minds.
Or maybe they're all trapped in a digital recreation of the world in several different time periods.
Now we're getting to Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase level.
Oh, I love Cyber Chase. I love Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. It's one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies.
We have talked about this, yeah. I remember we talked about this because I showed Aiden Scooby-Doo and the Spindly Johnny. But yeah.
Be grateful.
Morning, Yuki. How are you feeling?
You know how I talk about all the time how the music and the voice acting for certain scenes often contradict each other. Although the visuals and the voice acting contradict each other in terms of energy levels. No, this time it was the sound effects and the voice acting that changed. Passionate slam. Hello, everyone. I am here now.
by the way, I played Lego Fortnite Ghost the other day, and I named a chicken Kiki. So hey.
You named a what? Wait, hold on. Is his name something geeky? You meant a character?
I named a chicken Kiki in Lego Fortnite Ghosty.
Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough.
I love
MCD
Kiki.
reference.
Partially. It was
Okay.
also a partial song reference to Kiki. Do you love me? Do you
All
that
right,
whole
fair.
song?
I know, right, because he was reiterating that one limerick for the better part of the entire time we were playing.
Yeah, I can't wait for AIM to suggest a Brendan song for the Aphmau series.
Brendan.
You know what?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Brendan. I forget about
You know Kiki's brother, but yeah.
Right.
There isn't much to talk about with Brendan. Also,
No, there isn't, and Kiki doesn't make an appearance, so it wouldn't make sense.
by the way, why doesn't Kiki appear in my street? What does
I have no
Brendan get to appear, but not Kiki? Kiki was so much of a more unique or and generally interesting character than Brendan ever was, and yet Brendan's the one who gets to appear in my street. Okay,
Brendan was more familiar because he was he was pretty much around from the
wasn't
beginning.
he named Bolin originally? Because the
No,
model
that
was
was the joke because the NPC had a Bolin-esque skin, so Aphmau called him Bolin, but the actual name at the top was Brendan. Yeah,
it's like, wasn't Bolin involved in that somehow? I remember Bolin.
Bolin was in fact involved somehow.
We love Bolin.
What?
I am actually feeling.
Also, by the way,
somewhat-
I don't like the fact that they're blue sleeves mixed with like that dark red dress. I don't like it.
Given that, at the time period, definitely would suggest that different colored fabrics would not be mixed in such a way.
Don't wear mixed fabrics. It's a sin.
It's
a sin.
It's not because of that. It's because of of like the expenses involved in dyeing fabric in the first place.
Yeah.
There's a huge part of that.
Most
In the UK, there were also sumptuary laws which meant that for a time period you were only allowed to wear certain types of fabric to determine your social class.
Because it's a sin.
Which made it for the theater. Made it very easy for the theater, actually, by the way. But yeah, either way, that was a thing for a short time. But most of it is due to saving on dye.
Great. Well, I copied from Google.
Well, it doesn't look good.
Okay.
It's impractical.
Thank you, guys.
Relaxed. I feel as if every pressure of being a guardian has been lifted.
Wow.
Splendid.
Yeah.
Wearing modern clothing.
and also potentially, a lot of people, again, time period, I doubt that a lot of them took tropical vacations.
This obviously isn't in the past.
Oh, I thought it took place in the past.
This was the scene
the
from...
joke bit, this bit.
Oh, I thought you meant the whole scene itself wasn't meant to be in the past. I'm
this
like,
is
what do
like
you mean it's not meant to be in the past?
No,
what do you mean?
Guys, no, they're in the past right now. No, you guys are hearing me out. They're in the past right now. This scene is like Yuki's imagination. Oh my god, you're just like the Elsa cake.
The background isn't canon.
The background
Yuki,
we need you.
That didn't last long.
You have to go.
I forgot how people lived in this house.
Oh, seems like it.
Come visit soon.
You know I can't do
The
that.
timeline is already messed up. No big deal.
No, it's not.
See, here's a good question, actually. Given that, well, see, depending on how they deal with time, because remember, for a while it seemed like it was meant to be the past, present, and future were on a fixed timeline, but then it kind of it gives more the impression that there were different dimensions that would reflect different time periods based on when they were created. That's why they're called the past, present, and future. Otherwise, you definitely could say that she could be gone 1 second, then emerge the very next instant afterwards if she wanted to.
Let's say two timelines are connected, right? When one more...
Yuki!
Coming!
I would have probably layered those a little bit more, made that a bit faster, possibly, so they... But yeah.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
worry about
Thank
it.
you much.
This doesn't affect you. Hey.
Was that multiple characters moving at once? That is strangely rare in Gacha.
Yay!
I'm scared.
You're scared?
I'm relying on the portal a lot. However, if something were to happen to it...
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't realize that she was scared, but yeah.
Don't worry about us.
How can I not?
We'll be fine. We always wait for you to come back. We understand if you never do, but Yuki, stay safe. For us. For your timeline. For yourself.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just so...
Oh, that was a blush as well. Do we stand more lesbians?
Worried.
We're
We love
lesbians.
you.
Hey.
I love you too.
Aiden and Sophie.
Until next time, friends.
She said the L word, the deep L word, as Shorty said in 2019.
Deep L word. Oh god.
You.
Well, there you go. Everyone pause on that.
It's the
if you want.
portal.
You did what?
Relax. It didn't damage me.
It could have.
Oh, whoa, no. Okay, wait a second. More text. Going back.
No,
You
I
did
know
what?
Relax. It didn't damage me.
It could have.
In loving memory. Oh, in memory of Kaito
Yamazaki.
Okay, Yamazaki. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Like how it's just written. Like it's not even. It's not even like engraved. It's just.
Yeah, but
There's
it's
a
not-
marker.
or
They just got
paint,
them.
yeah.
They just got like a Sharpie. Be like,
Guys, we're broke.
there you go.
But they have the actual head carved in stone as well.
we're broke.
We're broke. We spent all the money
We
on the
spent-
head
yeah.
carving.
Yeah, bring all the budget on the head. Yeah, exactly. It's like we forgot to say who was dead.
Guys, the background isn't canon. Just, well, it's meant to symbolize another character. I'm not going into more details.
Okay, I thought it was just disguise. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it is a disguise. And
Okay.
sorry, it is a disguise. But also, another character wears something similar to that. At
As
some
we
point.
established, their modern clothing would definitely make them stand out at this point. I don't know when umbrellas were actually invented or made into a mainstream thing, so
Don't
I can't
Google
say
it.
what that. It's like,
Actually, I'm curious now.
yeah, I did this with the rose and the gun because that was I want to know when the printing press was invented.
Oh,
umbrellas have existed for more than 5,000 years, but have appeared in archaeological records of ancient civilizations, with the oldest example dating back to Mesopotamian civilization in West Asia around 3500 BC.
Fair enough.
These earliest umbrellas were made of bamboo sticks with animal skins stretched around them, and were initially used to provide protection from sun and rain. The Chinese invented the first waterproof umbrella as protection from rain when they waxed and lacquered their paper parasol.
That makes sense. Yeah, a paper parasol would be useless otherwise. That's
There
fair.
was also in France the umbrella, or some other French word I can't pronounce.
Oh, Bon. Hello, Bon.
Began to appear around the 1660s when the fabric of parasols carried for protection against the sun was coated in wax.
A very wax theme, basically. Yeah.
Man, I guess you could say it's very statuesque.
So yeah, umbrellas would be around this time period. Umbrellas would be.
Not sure about this exact style though, but you know.
No, they probably wouldn't have polka dots. But yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
around.
thanks, guys.
What do you mean you don't think Minnie Mouse polka dots would be on their umbrella?
Okay, but also, hear me out.
Actually,
From
no.
the future, she could have brought her own things from the future.
No, yeah, like she would have that. I'm just saying that would probably stand out in this time period.
No one notices.
Actually, no.
Nobody knows this. No one knows.
She got bumped once. What's one more time?
Actually, no, guys. Umbrellas like this are like totally fine. Because
Really?
Oh!
if you actually look at pictures of parasols from the time, they would normally be printed in pretty ornate patterns.
Ah.
Something like this
I
would
guess,
actually, be
See
kind
you
of
guys?
of course.
This is where the fabric dye budget went. Apart from the
Yep.
sleeves.
And you guys were hating, and you guys didn't see my vision. Well,
Yeah,
look at me now.
yeah. You know, we gotta be haters, okay?
Let's
gotta
go
be
back.
haters.
Shall
You guys,
Shall we?
you guys are haters, but I know the historical canonicity of umbrellas. Shut up.
Exactly.
Reddit.
Under
Thank
my
you, Ghosty.
umbrella,
We
Ella,
have to
Ella, under
Ghosty
my
must
umbrella, Ella,
It's under my parasol, Tiffany. We're going to the mall.
Yeah. The parasol's not as a catchy song.
Under my parasol.
Yeah, Rihanna went in the right direction for that one.
Parasol. Yeah, very bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway. Okay. By the way, green chroma key, can still see that, but anyway.
Whoa.
know you something?
We're off to go to the portal,
Ooh,
the magical
shadow is
portal
moving.
of time.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
That was
It is
but
pretty good.
that was with Bon. That's like Bon with the text.
Yes, except I tried not to make you look at the text.
Oh. We're doing a ritual. Oh.
Yeah. The thing is, Bon can't not make us look at shadows because everything is so dark anyway. By the way, this much wind blowing definitely does not seem like the
The candle's gonna be blown out.
Yeah.
It's just an
As
effect.
soon as as soon as Alex or Axel stands up, then it's be like, "Oh, you make it. Let's see you."
Bro, you watch 2 seasons, 14 episodes, and you still don't know the differences.
He's got his eyes closed. Anyway.
Are you still trying to contact him?
Yeah, he told me he'd reply.
He told you what?
Yeah. Once they start speaking, it's obvious.
When did he tell you?
Oh, I met him.
When? What? Why didn't you say anything?
Sorry.
Oh yeah. By the way, in episode 13, there was that one of the exchanges between Yumeka and Yami was how was how Yami said, "Hey, can I invite people into the void here?" And then Yumeka said, "Well, you're welcome to try." And the monkey's paw curled.
Oh God.
It was some time ago. At your big event.
Why didn't you tell me? Why was he there?
He wanted to see your speech.
Of course he did.
Oh wait, there's one problem I just realized about Yumeka's outfit. Her sleeves are different heights. I hate this Gacha style. I hate this Gacha style.
Yeah,
Why
no, same here. Same here. That's one thing I'm hating for.
No, you can't diss the goat.
I love Yumeka as a character. You voiced her excellently, but at
Thank
the same
you.
time, why are her sleeves different sizes? God, it's so bad.
Well, if they pulls it down, there's probably gonna be the same size.
I mean, yes, but that raises the question as to why she has one up. But then
Because
again,
she likes
Kat
it,
has one
okay?
sock at the time, so who knows?
Okay. Okay.
Haters, go check the historical accuracy.
Historical accuracy. You see, in modern
We're
society,
dead.
the uneven sleeves was a protest against the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, but you can't check that because it's in the future.
The bourgeoisie was not in the future, but anyway.
No, I mean them.
Wait, hold on. Did the floor just rearrange?
No.
Roll it back. Wait a second.
He wanted to see your speech.
Of course he did.
Optical illusion, guys.
Oh, it's because it went out of focus. Okay.
Yes.
Are
He's
you
very dressed, white
Yeah.
and gold.
Yeah. You know what? That's it. That actually would have been a good idea for the headaches in Fallen Angels. You know, I think what we did with like the like basically like actually reacting, it did solidify it. But yeah, before we included that, it was just a case of the character holding up to their head, being like
ow.
Yeah, and that was it. So for a while, we could have done with this. Yeah.
Hi, Bon.
Forget
I
it.
missed you.
Could I ask you something? Out of sheer curiosity.
and we will never know.
No, you're not.
Yuki!
Hey.
Glad you're back, Yuki.
If that had been louder, that might have been a bit of jump scare.
Okay, I'm making all my voice actors scream.
You know,
that is a thing. Like I have said before, but with like
you know,
the voice
Prism,
actors
if
of the
I was a
Guardians
voice
particularly-
actor, I would scream.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes. But, like, for the existing cast, like I have said before, that a lot of them seem to be either holding back or they haven't, or they haven't been directed to go that extra step. I don't know which one it is. Probably a little bit of both, but that's been a thing for the whole series.
Oh no, Bon, that's the video. Forget it. It's what my character says. Don't worry.
Screaming voice actors are my love language. You must love Dragon Ball.
Glad everything's under control. For the most part.
Oh.
And we cut back to the wind, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So?
Yuki, you can control the weather, right?
If that was the case, why would that not have been your first resort?
Can't you control the wind?
Because it wasn't
Mizuki's already trying to manage the lights, but the wind is picking up.
Oh, so it's because he was talking to. Oh, sorry, that was me, you know, not Yuki. I think because the way she was talking to. Anyway.
Speed. It's quite scary, to be frank.
No problem. No go.
It didn't work?
I'm truly sorry.
Should we try again?
I don't know.
Also, her dress has changed colors now. Aside from her hair as well. Her hair normally changes color from one place to another. But
No, it's the same color, guys. It's the dress white and gold or blue and black. Anyway.
The answer that people give doesn't normally change based on the scene it's presented in.
No, anyway, it's the same color, just the lighting. Basically, yeah. Let me not explain it. Yeah, it's gold. It's gold.
I hate to beg it you, but the color of gold is gold. That's why it's called gold. What you have there, if anything, is some green.
No, I didn't change it. You guys can look into my files. Actually, don't, because I deleted them. But you guys can look into
You're looking at my
Please
files.
tell me you
but I
got
don't
that.
have
You
anymore.
live in the UK. You got that reference, right?
I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm
What's
showing you
wrong?
this. After stream, I'm showing you the Blackadder green gold.
Okay.
I'm feeling very weak.
You should rest.
It's mustard color. I don't know what mustard you've been eating, but definitely.
We love white mustard.
No. Talk about the dress, not the hair. White mustard would also be terrifying, but green mustard would be just moldy.
I need to talk to you, actually.
What is mustard made out of, guys?
Several things. There's like a
Is
whole
this
ingredient
like
package.
the milk conversation?
I don't know what mustard's made out of.
Mustard.
Yes, mustard is made out of mustard.
Mustard is made out of itself? That's
Yes,
not a satisfying
because
answer.
there is a mustard plant.
There's a mustard plant?
I think it has other stuff added to it in order to like make the condiment that we know, but like the origin was from that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like gold.
What's up with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, gold is definitely made of gold. That's for sure.
Yes, gold is made of a very particular plant, don't you know?
No. Guys, I need to serve some mustard now. Mustard.
Mustard? Oh, mustard gas.
Oh my god, the plant is actually so beautiful.
Fair enough.
Why do people not know where mustard comes from?
I don't know. There was a whole viral song one time about cashews coming from a fruit, so sometimes people just don't know. Did you know that cashews come from a fruit? Did you know that cashews
And
come
also,
from a
and
fruit?
also, keep in mind, I don't like
Cashews.
condiments on my stuff. I
Me
personally
too.
don't like condiments, so
Me
you know.
too.
I'm
I also got to keep in mind that Aiden is the guy who didn't know that that yogurt was a dairy product.
yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you just don't know that.
That one's bad. That one, yeah. Fair.
No, I didn't know butter was a dairy product. I knew yogurt was a dairy product. I didn't know butter was. It was butter.
That's even worse.
Well, I don't know. Yogurt looks more like milk than butter does. So at the very least, there's a little bit of separation between the two.
What kind of butter are you eating?
I don't eat butter. Why would I eat butter? Just raw butter. Ew.
This I don't know if this is a colorblind moment or not, but butter is a different color to milk, generally speaking.
And yeah, it is.
Butter's like yellow, and milk's like white.
Yeah, and if butter goes green, then again we have a problem.
Is green butter a thing?
No, it's not a
Moldy butter. Again, the joke about the mold. I was tying it back to the mutton thing. I don't believe that green butter's a thing.
Maybe if you dye it.
Yeah, maybe with food coloring. Yeah, give it some blue food coloring. Yeah, you can make it green. Why not? And they disappear again.
Still don't understand many things.
Ignorance is bliss. Curiosity killed the cat.
I'm the cat.
Oh, Axe Roma. I guess it was like a cat name.
And I'm still alive.
Not for long if you go and ask.
What?
But that cat sound effect sounds like the cat just died off screen. Right at that second.
Which one? No, because it was.
I like the visual of her sitting up from the coffin.
Yeah, like I said, there's definitely like the layers of abstract. They work especially well during comedic moments. Sometimes it does not really like warranted, like when just talk about like a random person just to see them there, not really needed. But like in these exchanges here, that adds like a whole other layer. It is fantastic.
Curiosity killed the cat, but not quite.
Yeah, no, that was it. Only died off screen after you hear that sound effect. Wait, let's roll it back.
Curiosity killed the cat.
I'm the cat, and I'm still alive.
Not for long if you go now.
Yeah, did you hear that? It's like the cat right at the end there.
Basically, the first cat sound effect is the cat being happy because it's alive, and then when Mia says "not for long," I added a cat
dying sound effect
because the cat died. Yeah.
That must have been an interesting Google search.
Cat dying sound effect.
Cat dying sound effect.
What can a little knowledge do? I can't wait to go back home with you. Soon, this will all be over.
And this is back to the theme of the episode where everyone is delaying their return. There we go. Now it's back.
I'm going to tell them.
About us.
Whoa.
It goes into spies off forever. That secret died a long time ago.
No, don't bring them up. I'm gonna cry.
Okay, look, to be fair, we just found a Chimera reference in Wayward Guide on Thursday, so it's fresh in my mind.
Oh my god! Now I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Does anyone else in your family have your illness?
They all have it. Yami said rightly. My mother. They're currently finding a cure for her. Hers is the most.
Interesting, by the way, that there's an old time like film like change effect, almost like to symbolize again this is like in the distant past.
Extreme.
I really wish I could heal you. Speak to him. You could.
Her eyes curled around to see the flame.
Make him change his mind.
Is he listening?
I don't know. I don't get this candle magic.
Let me teach you. Feel the energy within you. Feel
Now it's his turn. His heart starts pumping.
the energy of another guardian through the candle. The light from a candle
I don't know. It worked one way.
allow us to communicate to one another.
Only with guardians?
Yes.
Where did you learn this?
Yuki taught me a long time ago.
And when I say a long time ago, I mean last week, but also in the distant past.
Hit the name of the guardian in your head. If they have a candle by their side, they will answer right away. If they hear the wind
Wouldn't you already have to? Okay.
calling their name, that's their sign to light up the candle.
Estella.
Oh, that'd be so creepy. Imagine that at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, imagine that. That actually did happen in Cherub's Tale. That was a Cherub's Tale reference.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, we didn't know what time it was. It was
Okay,
it was in
it's
the
4 a.m.
middle of the It was in the underworld, so could have been any time.
In
Actually,
the underworld.
yeah.
Hey.
I think I was I think I voiced that character. I voiced the Mouth of Tartarus.
Did you?
I think so. I think that was me.
I
Yeah.
put a hand in the mouth of Tartarus as a meme. But
Yes.
little did I know it was truer to canon than I meant it to be.
Look, there was a lot about that particular scene that I would have changed. I think that is, if I could go back and change like any individual gacha scene, it would be that one, even though it's not even my video. But like again, I've talked about it at length. No use beating a dead horse. The horse is already in Tartarus.
It's similar to void invitations, actually.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Is it name and surname?
Yep.
I mean, if it's just the Guardians, you probably wouldn't really need the surname. Usually.
Let's do this together.
Why would he want to talk to me?
Because he loves you, Yumika.
He probably loves
Yeah. I hadn't thought of it like that.
you more than he loves me. Considering
the love triangle.
Whoa, with her brother?
No, then the triangle doesn't connect. It's a disconnected love triangle.
Okay, I was scared.
He didn't talk to me before the speech. Hype me up.
Oh, well, there's the sound effect again. That's her torturing Kaito.
Tell me it's going to be alright.
Yes,
Right.
it's painful.
No, he never said that. Ever. He never reassured me in my entire life. He never, ever reassured me in my...
Oh, I have a fun fact.
Yumika.
I really like this shadow thing I did there because, well, yeah. First it mimics Yumika, but then after some point it just leaves Yumika behind, just like what Yami did basically.
And it also ties into the first scene where we saw the 3 different versions of Yami. The first one being the faded one, which you said was there for a reason. Now we know the reason.
And also it leaves Yumika and it goes near Alex. Well, they kept contact while Yami did not bother with Yumika. So yeah.
Yeah. This is unrelated, by the way, but I love this background.
Well, I did not make it.
I mean, well, you still found it somewhere.
You're listening now, Yami? You're listening now?
This is actually Yuki. You called the wrong number.
No.
I happen to be near a candle. I just responded. I don't know.
Well, no, you won't believe this when I say it, but I searched it up on Google.
I like how we always go for freepic.com or Pinterest or like more specific sites. Google. There you go. I mean, that's part of the point. They have everything. Yeah.
The power of Google.
Wait, I'll try to find it, okay? I'll try to find it.
Okay.
You're listening for once. You're listening the one time and I want you to listen.
This is interesting as well because normally whenever Yumeka needs to like be heard by somebody, I mean either authority as queen, which she hasn't really exercised yet, but also but like her main method was usually to invade the minds of the person. Again, going back to the Kaito example, I know I've talked about that a lot, but it is like it's relevant. And that voice space was where she was able to talk to Yami almost exclusively. So, I mean, it is definitely strange to phrase it as in like Yami is listening now compared to all the times that she had to ignore him. because she was the only person that he could talk to apart from again Alex or Axel. I forget which one was involved in that because it's been a while since I watched the season 1. But if we ignore that aspect for a second, the idea that Yumeka, who has had to force other people to listen to her for so long, is now actually finally like at least pointing out that somebody is doing so voluntarily for the first time, that she doesn't need to do that. Like, that is something. Again, if it hadn't been for the fact that she's done the opposite, but there you go. It was Alex. Okay.
Also, I found it, and it's on literally every single site you could think of.
Okay.
Also, I just come back from getting food to see in the chat spirit butt dial.
Yes, well, exactly. You know that she thinks that Yami is there, but she actually dialed the wrong guardian.
No.
Wait. Question, Ghosty. Is that what happens? Is that what happens when you butt dial people? It's called a spirit butt dial.
No, that's just a human butt dial.
But she's a ghost.
Yumeka's not a ghost.
No, Ghosty is. I'm talking about Ghosty. Okay. She's a ghost.
All right, fair.
Amazing! Wow! Although you must stay now.
I love your style, by the way, Prism. Like the anime-esque, super expressive style, like you do with all like the cool editing techniques. I love it. My editing style is not that cool.
I still enjoy it.
Yeah. Again, something that I've recently taken inspiration from, but also, you know, it's one of the things that is that this that works best with comedic stuff. So basically, for Sword on My Lawn, it would be you know, ideal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me and Aiden were doing a bit of editing earlier, and he was like, "Oh, you made the water ripple. That's so cool."
That it was pretty cool.
Maybe Jacob, you'll see it sometime.
Eventually.
That is fair. Yeah, I mean,
because right now I'm mostly making a very, you know, artistic editing series to play with some filters that I normally don't get to use.
Yeah, I do love me some rippling water. Next Mutant Girl episode, you lot will get to see. Using existing water, you know, not rippled by me, but you know, it moves.
Rippled by reality.
Well. Possibly, I think it was originally animated from somewhere, but I remember that for the credits now. Actually,
same enough difference.
Yourself, because you don't listen, but now you listen when it's too late. When you're trying to destroy us all.
I'm now picturing all of the other Guardians just huddled over the candle, just trying to like listen into this.
Ooh, juicy drama.
Oh my goodness. Ghost of his Astro Realm is the most the most unsettling version of Jacob Butt I've ever seen. Oh, I'm in that. Ghosty sent me that video. And said, you know, what could I even say about it? I mean, if I'm in it, I'm probably gonna say a fair amount. Also, Ghosty, when I said I didn't know what that was, I didn't mean I didn't know what the Astral Realm was. I didn't know what that video consisted of and why you thought it would be too different from my usual in order to like judge it. So,
it's very artsy and less straightforward.
Okay.
To put it blunt.
Kind of like this, basically.
What's your plan? We're waiting for you to come back. We're waiting to destroy you. Want to get rid of us? Yeah. We'll see about that.
Yummy, he's not.
Don't take his side. He needs to learn something. Who am I kidding? I'll never understand you.
You make her channeling her inner Liam Neeson now. I have a very particular set of skills to take you down, and you better not be planning anything now that you know that we're aware of you.
I wish you could be again. Why did you decide to ruin everything?
Oh, there you go. Mouth reveal, by the way.
Because
fake Photoshop.
Because Romeo tried to restore the corruption because of us.
This was covered in a different episode. I think it was episode 13 actually, but I forget. Whichever one was about Yumeka's backstory.
Because the board wouldn't listen to you.
Yumeka is one of the most interesting characters in the Guardians, in my opinion. Or I think
Thank you.
maybe the most interesting. I don't know. Like she's a character. I like her.
Yeah, like I have said before that she's my favorite character. I stand by that.
Yeah, I feel
Like it's because she can be funny, she can be emotional and serious, and like also the performance, because like a lot of that. I think one of my favorite moments is still the moment where she explains how she was the queen and just says that like super quickly, just to be like, okay, we gotta right. I've explained all of this with the visuals in the background and like getting done. I feel like that's part of it. Sometimes it is just a case like, you know, like the creator of the video, you know, like making something, because like you don't have to direct yourself, so you're just basically, you know, you can make it exactly how you envision it with no other parameters to consider.
Yeah,
that's kind of, I think that's partly why I like Emil so much from People Above, because some of my favorite moments that I've done have definitely been the Emil ones. I was directly responsible for on all fronts. Yeah.
bad.
Yume, stop.
Why are you going to destroy this timeline?
Episode 1 and 11. Oh, okay.
It
So
was
episode
also
111 is the next
13.
one.
13 was about the future guardians.
Yeah,
But not
because
really
that was the
before.
whole part with that. That's why there was the whole you know, tension with Yuki that's
Yeah.
from back then. Which sort of feels like it's still lingering on a little bit in this episode, but yeah.
Why did you leave me to destroy the timeline?
Yeah, she's definitely jealous.
Why would you do this? Why would you want to kill us?
Stop, Yumeka.
Don't have a panic attack right now.
All of the audience are clutching their ears right now. We can't take any more of this.
This won't make him stop. You're only hurting him. You need to calm down.
Why do you care about him more than me?
There you go. There's a Taylor Swift reference.
Why? I'm so stupid. I really thought I was better than him. I really.
And again, the way they can actually break down. This is a part of it's to do with, again, like you're the one, you know, directing this, so you don't have to, like, you know exactly what you want. But it is still very effective. Like I'll say this again. Usually, fake laughter or fake crying, like a false dichotomy. You know, I mention this every time, and one person always says like, "Oh wow, you know, one of these is super easy." It's like, yes, that means the other one is probably difficult. That's why it's a dichotomy.
Yes.
But yeah.
I'm still trying to perfect my laughs.
Yeah, I'm trying to perfect my cries. Like it worked in,
Oh my
again,
God.
Cherub's Tale, but most of the time,
There we go.
more
We
of a
can
struggle.
switch.
I just become Yumeka's laugh track.
Imagine it can be like the buzzer.
Hmm.
I was improving.
Yumeka just has a very Jacob coded laugh, you know.
I really am useless. I thought I could finally.
Just like legends never die. Jacobs never cry. They won't shed a tear for you. When they're sad, their face remains the same. Jacobs never cry. There you go, that's enough.
Prove myself to you.
If you're still listening, I'm sorry. I'm trying to cover your wounds, but it seems like more and more people like to scratch at it, and I'm going overboard. I should go. Will I see you soon?
Yeah.
Won't allow anyone
Okay, there we go. Okay, it actually was him. All right.
Yeah.
else to hurt you.
I was waiting for the reveal of, like, it was just somebody. Well, I guess you would have to say the person's name, so it would have to be that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My only question now is how do you get a candle inside of the void? I guess Yumeka might have been able to, you know, summon one for him,
He
potentially.
broke out of the void. There was.
Oh yeah, from season 1. I'm still thinking about episode 13 again. It's playing to me now. Yeah, he broke out the void. I guess he found himself a candle just in case. Well, which you know what does show that he is willing to try and reconnect, because that would be the only purpose behind him having a candle, seemingly.
but also, you know, contacting Nightmare Fuel also.
It goes back into the theme again. You know, when we said before, like about like the longer you wait, the more awkward it is to reconnect with somebody. It comes back. It came back. That's amazing.
Take care, Yami. It's good to hear your voice.
Check if she's okay, please.
The answer is no.
Do I load the candle?
Yes.
Okay.
Just. Why did I say it like that?
the way that he opened his mouth seemed like he was like inhaled it. Like, it was like Kirby style.
Yeah, that's his power. He can inhale fire.
Well, that's why it's there. You go. That's why the fire is involved in this.
Yeah.
I think all missing now is light.
This energy is strange.
No,
I'm aware.
Ayaka said that Mitsuki was controlling the lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but it feels connected to a guardian. Oh.
Is it? Of course it is.
Well, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We need to come up with a plan.
I agree.
We could try. Oh, if it's fine by you. I'm not trying to...
Let's do it. I'm tired of waiting around.
You know, it's another interesting thing as well. You know, now that Yuki is not, is not the de facto leader. It does remind me actually of something that in one of the novelizations of Witch that I heavily disagreed with at the time and still do, because they mentioned that Will, who supposedly as the guardian of the heart, the one that activated the transformations to begin with, and basically was the de facto leader because of that. And like, yeah, at first it seemed very awkward because, you know, she was one of the two new girls and therefore she didn't know them very well, but she was suddenly, you know, supposed to, you know, lead them against the forces of evil and whatnot. That was part of it. But to be perfectly honest, like, the more you actually read from that point onwards in the story, the more it actually makes sense from her personality why either people would go to her or why or like how much command she actually takes, depending on the scenes. The person who pushed against her the most is Cornelia, who in the novelization people say was the true leader, which I thought that's a step too far. She pushes back, you know, she's more assertive, but she never like fully becomes like a leader to me. However, that does kind of remind me of like the idea of somebody like you, Mega, being put in that position,
Yeah.
you know, and still having to fill it in some way versus somebody who that would potentially come a bit more naturally to, you know, Yuki.
Even if we wait for some...
Yumika wants to be in charge, but she feels like she cannot be because she's like emotionally unstable. But also every time they try to make Yuki believe it, she gets so jealous because she feels like she should be the one in charge.
I see. I mean, the impression I always got was that that it felt unearned to her because, I mean, essentially, you know, it's like, oh well, so one of you, you know, is the reincarnation of the queen, and you know that's not dictated by you. It's essentially, you know, the whole dynamic with like chosen one stories, essentially, in some way or another.
more. At least we'll know how to act when the energy will slow down and...
Oh, there go the lights again.
See, I can remove
turn back on.
characters.
and he'll return.
All right, we'll meet back here when everyone's ready.
Oh, Mizuki actually moves slightly when the lights turn. Okay.
You have to do.
Prepare. Mentally.
I'll go get Alex.
Oh, also, can I talk to you, Mizuki?
Of course. Yes. Okay. Give us 10
Like how Ayaka responded. Of course. Yes.
minutes with Yuki.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Nothing good.
Nothing good?
That might be part of the jealousy. You know, why are you going to Yuki? You should be going to me.
Yeah.
Because it's E. It's Yami. He just shows up at the door while they're talking about him. It's like, yeah, I heard you were planning to destroy me. I'm not gonna let that happen. Hello, prepare to fight.
I was so nervous for Gacha review, and now I'm so sad it's gonna be over.
I'm sad it's over too. I mean, I have to binge watch this series again. It's been far too long. But just in general, yeah, I always love returning to the Guardians. Like it's the best example I have of like a show that has evolved, that also has a complex plot that most of the time pulls it
Too
off.
complex.
It is too complex in some ways. Like clearly, even for the creator, it's too complex.
Yes.
But like most of the time, that's okay, because like most of the episodes themselves also are able to draw like a particular. They don't feel scattered because they focus on one aspect of the complexity.
Mm.
And also season 2, you know, was of course like large experimental in the sense of, you know, doing you know all the odd numbered episodes about like the backstories of the characters, and then continuing on with the even numbered episodes as furthering the story. Of course, the only drawback to that was that, you know, the only progressing story was the one that seemed to have been cut short or essentially somewhat waved aside. But we did talk about that already. As for this episode itself, continuing that forward, I mean, it didn't seem to tie in as much to the events that had as of the time episode 12 just transpired. It tied in more, it seemed, to episode 13 and Yumeka's, you know, personal struggle. So again, it could be like a step back from that. I would say normally to step back from that would be fair, but I feel like, because you said this was a 16 episode long season, which means that we have one more episode outside of flashbacks before it's over. It doesn't feel like.
Oh,
I mean that is the thing. That is the thing with seasons as a whole. You do gotta make sure once you get like to the end game of a season, like the last few episodes, you like if there's actual plot, of course, that you actually start like locking in what the plot and like the end game of the season is going to be. Like that tends to be a thing. Like that happens around the last 2 or 3 episodes of the season. That is the best thing to do for a season, story arc related stuff.
Mom said that the episode 5 is 50 minutes. Well, my episode 16 is around 30 minutes. So.
Oh.
Okay. And this one was 20.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, listen, I feel like season finales and like season openers tend to be some of the longer episodes in the season because
yes,
you have to establish a lot, and like a finale, you have to conclude a lot. It's like it tends to be the longest
exactly.
in the season.
Yeah. Season 2 episode 12 was 22 minutes, I think. Season 3 episode 1 was 28. And people wonder why it takes longer to make the 3rd season now.
Well, the episodes will probably get shorter. That or I'll start
to remember. I don't remember the page counts of all of the other ones.
That or I'll start taking more scenes of the episodes, and Jacob knows how fast I work. I work too fast. Really?
Yeah, you work fast because you have less post processing to do, and you also skip a lot of steps.
Listen, I have to get stuff to Jacob fast. He needs it. He needs help. Okay. Also, if you need any help with
remakes, that is.
If you need help with the next Mutant Girl scene, again, anything. I know you mentioned background extras. I could do those. If you need any like the actual characters, I will record those.
I just remembered. I think I didn't do visuals for Principal Peyton as far as speaking lines go. But yeah, all the other speaking characters, I did check this. The other speaking characters are all filmed.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so I could do Principal Peyton for you. I could record the man. Although I got to recreate him in Gacha. We're using Gacha Life 2 for that scene, right?
Yes.
I do got to recreate him in Gacha Life 2, but that should only take like.
Yeah. Next episode, Music Girl is going to be a hybrid episode because some of them were done like even before we decided to switch over. Actually, that's how long this episode's been in production for.
Yeah, well, okay. Once this episode's done, I'm hoping that we can start to get more into a flow with the Mutant Girl, or at least hopefully. You know.
Yes, absolutely. That's the plan. But as for this episode, so I can wrap this up and I can show Prism Green Gold. Pros love the style, visual storyteller, the designs are stellar. The story I can't touch that I don't know enough to critique it. Editing was smooth, animation was nice, well done. Cons on the visual cuts are distracting, as Jacob mentioned, and the voice lines was quiet or muffled, and that was really well done. Yeah, it seems that you were definitely aware of a lot of the stuff that we were going to talk about, which I guess gives credence to the idea of my voice echoing in the background.
Yes.
Which is why I did the disembodied voice from earlier. That was the whole point. Yeah.
Again.
I was just playing into that
editing,
again, sadist.
When I was editing a specific scene, I was like, haha, Jacob is gonna laugh at this. Oh my god.
Which you know what? That's fair. People want to make scenes that is that knowing my humor, that's fine by me. But yeah, like
no,
overall it still worked for everyone else. It most likely did.
But I mean, The Guardians is a really cool show to me. It's really interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm always excited to see Guardians when it pops up in the review cycle.
What was that second part?
When it pops up in the review cycle?
Yeah.
Which question, Prism? I don't know if you want to say so or not. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But is episode 5 going back to the flashback episode format, or are we still going to stay in the present day for the next episode? Or are we going
in episode 15.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's a flashback, but it's not about the main Guardians. It's more about like the past Guardians.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and the flashback thing ends with season 3, episode 2. That's the last flashback episode.
Hey.
So the flashbacks still like bleed into the next. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but only for like up to episode 2. So it's not like too much of a big deal.
So episodes 1 and 2 both flashbacks then?
No. Episode 1 is normal.
Oh, so you've switched the order around. Okay.
Well, it kind of makes sense that your season opener is set in the present day, but you should establish the current status quo of the.
You say that's not what I don't think that's exactly what happened in this season
2. Well, yeah, but ideally you want to establish the modern day status quo before you go into like the, whatever, like the past stuff. You know what this show kind of gives me vibes of with the flashback episodes? Once upon a time, if they made the flashbacks their own episodes.
Okay.
Once Upon a Time would be better if they made the flashbacks their own episodes.
Yeah, and also Once Upon a Time would have been better if they didn't shoehorn flashbacks in every episode, because sometimes it felt like they're like, crap, we need to make up a flashback. This character met this character once, yes. Even though it makes no sense, but
drama.
People have the same complaint about the It miniseries.
You know what's the one like actual television show I've seen that actually does like flashback shows, flashbacks the best? Arrow. And that's only because Arrow's flashbacks throughout season 1 through 5 was like, it was flashing back to a same story. Like it was flashing back to a linear story told throughout the whole season. Like the flashback story was its own season, and like the present day stuff was its own season. And I think that was the best way to do the flashbacks, because that way, you didn't have to any like reaching for relevance for most of the time. It's like, it's totally relevant, guys. Hashtag, yeah, it makes sense. It's like, okay.
All right. I haven't seen any of these, so I can't really comment. But yeah, fair enough. Time to show Prism of British Classic, I think. But yeah, already looking forward to the next one. Yeah, I'm sad this is ending just because I know that we're going to have to wait for a while before the next one comes out. So, but yeah. Like I assure you, whenever that happens, I'll definitely be here to review it. So,
in a year.
In a year, yeah. But for now, please. But for this year, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe done so already. And on that note, until next time.
Farewell. Caca drugs.